Okay, it's live.
Oh my God, are you serious?
It's live.
Hey guys, let's see who can go the longest time without cussing tonight. I bet you Jesus will lose.
I'll lose in the first 5 minutes, dude.
He'd be like, fucking, shit.
Okay, let me get that link.
Yo, I like.
Yo.
I like money. I like games. What are we doing?
I'm trying to get the link to our live stream so we can post it.
Hey,
happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Oh, yeah, this is what we're doing, man. We're like, we're all in here,
I couldn't think of a better date than this right now.
We're all in here circle jerking live.
I couldn't think of a better date.
I could fucking think of a lot of better dates, to be honest. I'm not gonna... Yo.
Why am I getting an echo?
Yeah, somebody's got two mics on.
It's not.
Check your settings. Your settings on your mic.
You have to check the PC settings, though.
Jesus, do you have your PC mic turned off?
Yeah, I do. I have microphone as my headset. Yeah. Hello?
You still hear an echo?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. The YouTube stream, yes, our logo is the main thing that it's showing, but it's all you can see. You can't see our thumbnails.
That's good.
You don't want, I mean, people, you don't think they're going to want to see our
Well, they didn't want to see our faces in the first place.
Well, they want to see them. They just didn't like us constantly switching back and forth.
Too bad. They have to deal with one or the other then.
Hold on. Let me see if I can stop presenting. Let me see what happens when I do this. Oh, okay, never mind. You have to hit start from the YouTube page.
Happy Valentine's Day, all you horrible people. Sorry, mean gamers. You call me a mean gamer? Fuck you then.
Yeah.
I'm fucking nice, dude. I'm cool.
Fuck you, IAMs.
I've heard that plenty of times in my life, but it's always like Sean. They don't usually.
Okay, I got it working. Now you can see.
Good.
Now you can see our cute little thumbnails.
Can you see my face?
I can see your face. All right, I'm posting the link in the Facebook.
Is he still on echo?
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, there's an echo when you talk for sure, dude.
When Jesus talks, I think it's Jesus' mic. Yeah, you got to go on your PC settings and turn your mic off.
Fuck you, dude.
Fucking up, dude. You're fucking up bad.
How do I go into those settings? Walk me through this real quick.
Okay, go to your desktop.
Uh-huh.
Now right-click. Personalization.
Hold on. Right-click. Personalization.
Personalize.
Personalizing this shit right now.
Okay, now
sounds.
Go to sounds.
Okay, sounds.
Dude, my computer, this Hangouts is just killing it.
Go to recording. Go to recording, and then disable your microphone.
Well, yeah.
How do I disable it?
Right click.
There we go. Hello? Oh shit!
Oh, that's oh my god! Yeah,
so after all your shit from last week, Jesus, it was always you.
Yeah, it was you the whole time last week, bro.
Fuck you, Rob. Why are you asking so many fucking questions?
You're mouthing off at Hook and fucking IAMS, then you got to turn off your mics, and it's always been you.
Whoa, what the fuck? I didn't know it was me. You guys should have told me it was me.
Oh, it was me. In the beginning of the show, it was me also, and Brink had to walk me through that during the show last week.
Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me this, dude? Why the fuck didn't you tell me this, Brink?
Well, because you claimed that you were awesome and said that you don't do anything wrong, and we mistakenly believed you.
We got a few questions for tonight, so that's fun.
From who?
Hold on. Dude, that little Borderlands box is so badass.
Oh, the ring?
That is so cool.
It is. It's homemade.
What Borderlands box? What the fuck are you talking about? I posted in the group.
It's a little like ring box. It looks like the loot box from Borderlands. When you open it, it's got the ring in it. It says
That's fucking stupid, dude.
Okay, looks like we just got one question, but we'll read that later. It's more of like a statement, but I think he wants to hear us talk about it a little bit. So.
You make sure you read that off.
All right, you guys ready? If you want to hear the intro, go ahead and open up your YouTube plugin.
If not, just mute your shit. Not just mute your shit.
Where's the link at, guys?
Hello?
I posted it in our Facebook group.
Why am I still getting an echo, dude? What the fuck?
Maybe it's
I'm not getting it from my end, dude, and that's what's streaming. So.
Okay, so it's all good. I'm getting it from somebody, though.
It's probably on Rob's, maybe.
Or is it on mine still? I'm going to check the settings again.
No, it sounded...
It's not on mine. I don't have a... I've just disabled it. I've just uninstalled it on my fucking laptop.
Yeah, my shit is not
Hello!
That's you, Arms.
Is it? But I have my thing disabled.
Is there any echo when I talk at all? Maybe? No?
Yeah. I think it's getting echo from everybody.
Hello? I hear
that time I got a little bit, but it was barely.
Yeah, it's only my... I'm looking at my thing right now. Only my microphone from this thing's picking it up.
Yeah, same here. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
You sure? We're positive?
Minus my crying children in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear them. But... You guys catching any of that?
Hello? Yeah, I'm catching a little bit.
Alright, well, I'll just mute when I'm not talking. Alright, are we ready to go?
That's basically the idea. Just mute when you're not talking, dude.
Everybody got YouTube open?
Hello?
Hey?
Yeah, I got a record on Audacity.
I don't have YouTube open, dude. Why the fuck I need YouTube open?
Alright, Rob, let me know when you're ready to record. Also, let's keep an eye on if anybody's joining the YouTube stream and if they post anything like in the chat.
Where's the chat? If they post, does it pop up in this group chat here?
No, I don't think so. I'm not positive, but we haven't tested that. So I was just gonna open up the window on YouTube and just look in there.
I can't even see the chat on YouTube.
I don't have any YouTube thing open. Oh wait, there we go. YouTube. Opening YouTube, connecting, downloading app. What do you mean downloading app? How do you do that? Hello, hello, hello.
Ooh, I got some nasty echo that time.
Yeah. I think it's got to be Google Hangouts. So I'm looking at my thing. There's only one thing moving the mic, and that's on this. Hello.
Are your speakers set to holding your headset?
Yes. That is correct.
Okay, so now I'm on the chat room of this shit.
Maybe it's picking up on someone's computer?
What's this Q&A thing?
Hello!
This feature is disabled.
Where am I getting picked up from?
Vote for your favorite moments.
Hey, try this. Everybody mute their mic. I'm going to speak to this again. With everyone's mic muted.
Muting now.
Jesus, mute yours. Hello! Hello! See, it's fine.
Go again?
Hello!
So
Hello!
it's not you or me. It's not you or me. So bring in
Hello?
Jesus now.
Hello?
Oh,
Jesus.
Alright, hold on. Go ahead.
Hello? It's Jesus.
Yeah, it's Jesus.
yeah.
How is it? What's picking up on my computer then? What's picking you up? Is it just that it's too loud?
Playing?
No, man. I don't have no computer speakers playing. My TV's on mute. Everything's on mute.
How loud is
It's probably just his mic picking up you through the earmuff.
It could be picking you up through the earmuff.
Just don't go, hello!
Hello?
Speakers, headsets, save. Hold on, let me look at the mixer real quick. Say something again?
Hey. Hey. Yo. That's better right now. Disappeared.
Yeah, it's good now. We
Hello?
actually got someone on the chat on YouTube.
Hey. Hello? Someone's on the YouTube chat? No way.
Someone needs to keep an eye on it. Have you got YouTube open, Iams?
I've got just not the actual YouTube.
I can't do both. If I try and chat in the YouTube thing, it's just killing the laptop, and I've got to record the show.
I'm signing in right now. My subscriptions? It's probably an accident.
I mean, I have you guys pretty low on my headset, man. I have you guys down to like 30% right now.
Yeah, but hello? It's weird how it's there.
Hello? I can hear it on my own end. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't even. Where do I find the live now? Cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Who's watching? It's gotta be us.
I have you guys pretty low on my headset, man. I have you guys down to like 30%.
Oh, it's Andrew says, no idea Rob had a ponytail.
Yeah. I just realized I'm logged in as Horrible Gamers podcast on the laptop.
It says, Jesus, you're not as ugly as I thought you were, by the way your voice sounded. Damn, that's fucked up.
What? Who said that?
I'm just playing.
Fuck you. You're a dick, Iams.
That's what they say.
You're a fucking asshole.
So, dude, are we ready to go?
You're like a walking dick.
He's talking about Rob said, that is some serious business in the rear. How much you're
Party in the front.
That's part business. That's party in the rear, bro. Don't you know how it works?
I don't know. You're telling the story, man. It's not something I know anything about.
That's what it says in Andrew's comment.
Where the fuck are you seeing Andrew's comments at?
I'm on YouTube.
You're on the YouTube?
What? Is people actually commenting in there?
One person so far.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe that. Somebody's actually watching us. Somebody's actually going to sit there and watch
It's
this.
It's our one listener. It's our one listener, guys.
This is I just post firsties and I'm out. Fuck the whole game.
Yeah, first. See ya.
Yeah. It's not even Matt White, who's like our cheerleader.
I think he's out doing dinner or something.
Matt White and Andrew, I'm pretty sure, are like a team of superheroes.
They have to be, dude.
That Brandon guy as well. He
Brandon Lloyd.
He listens to us. He listens to us a bit. The three of them. If it wasn't for those three, our group would be fucking dead.
So when you search Horrible Gamers Podcast, it immediately pops up and says that we're live now in big red letters. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The thumbnail is actually Rob. Oh, this ain't. It's still switching around. I gotta fix that.
Fuck it, dude. Who cares?
Do we get the EA Access news for this week?
What are the EA Access news?
Oh, they added something, right?
They're going to add NBA.
That's messed up, Andrew.
Wasn't NBA Live the one that was really shitty?
No, 14 was a real bad one. 15 was still pretty bad.
Isn't it
Hey
like
guys, we've been saying we're gonna go record live.
Okay, let's go. Here we go.
Hours, dude. What in the fuck's going on? Mute your shits.
Say when Brinks on push record.
All right, you got everybody open up the YouTube app if you want to hear the intro. Here it goes.
I got it. Welcome to the Horrible Gamers Podcast, the show for gamers by gamers. I am one of your hosts, JesusWalksalot, and today I am joined by my awesome co-host, -2. We got BrinkofEternity on Xbox Live.
What's up, fellas?
How's it going, Brink? We got theycallmeiams.
I feel so thuggish, ruggish after listening to that, man. I just want to pop my gun out.
Okay, that's.
And we have Mr. KingofZed. Damn, I keep forgetting your gamer tag. I'm sorry.
That's alright. I forget about you all the time.
Okay,
Hello,
dude.
how are you?
Pretty good. Glad to know you're still alive.
Oh, yeah. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
And we're missing today Captain Hook. He's on a special date tonight.
Can we say that? Oh, wait, we already have.
Already dead. Who cares? And we're missing Tragic Zero, who is also on a special day tonight.
By special day, you're saying...
We mean it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Hey.
Day of love and romance, and we're here talking about games.
Yeah.
I was talking to Tragic earlier, and he said his girlfriend's name sounded a hell of a lot like Left Hand. I couldn't understand the reference there.
Oh, man. Anyways, guys, episode
Angela.
41, recorded on February 14, 2015. 41 episodes. We're almost at a year mark when the horrible game started.
41 pieces of chaotic nonsense. Yay.
That's crazy. Join the Horrible Gamers Facebook group. Find us on Facebook, of course. Just search up Horrible Gamers. Gamers is spelled with a Z at the end. Also, call us and leave us a voicemail at 504-475-4497. Give us any questions at all about games.
Yeah, we need a voicemail.
And
Voicemails
also-
are fun.
We have a voicemail,
Yeah,
don't
but we need like somebody to leave a voicemail.
we? Yeah, we need one. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah. Somebody
saying.
call us. Somebody
Alright,
call us.
I'm confused.
Also, horriblegamerspodcast@gmail.com. Email us all your questions. You know, send us money. We like money. And yeah,
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to build a little something there. That way we can just get our name out there, you know.
that is true. And also, go listen to our buddies over at This Xbox Live podcast. This Xbox Live is a podcast about Xbox, exclusively about Xbox. They do not talk about other consoles. I mean, they do, but not really cover them. They're great people over there. Give them a listen if you haven't listened to them. This Xbox Live, find them on iTunes and anything else you find podcasts on. Or their website, thisxboxlive.com. Anyways, guys, let's talk about games. What have you guys been playing? This week, I played some Advanced Warfare. I played some GTA. I played Game of Thrones, Episode 2. And I've also played some Battlefield. Game of Thrones, I really want to talk about this game because it's an amazing, it's a fun fucking game. The storytelling in this one is caught my attention way more than The Walking Dead did or The Wolf Among Us. And both of those games are great. Even though The Walking Dead Season 1, when that thing was like the big thing at the time, you know, it was like a new thing they came out with. I still feel like Game of Thrones is doing it a lot better. Like they've sort of like mastered the technique about how the storytelling works, and it works great because you're actually switching from character. It's not one character, one static person you're making decisions for. You're making decisions for multiple characters, but the decisions you make with other characters can affect the story of the other characters. So you have to be careful what decisions you make. As you all know, if you watch Game of Thrones, it's a crazy world in that, and that's a crazy series. It's a crazy world. I mean, you have all these kings and lords and all this shit going on, war, people killing each other for no reason, for whatever reason. This episode was good, man. The art style is still something to get used to. I mean, it's an acquired taste, that's for sure. The graphics aren't the greatest, and it's just, I don't know. It's a good episode. Have you guys, any of you guys played it? Do you guys plan to play it?
Yes, I'm actually really liking it.
Are you? What about you, Rob? You said you were going to play it?
I've played the first hour of it, I think. Yeah, first hour. And I went into it not expecting to like it because I didn't like the first one at all, and I don't particularly like Game of Thrones, but I kind of like the two characters in the very beginning. It was quite interesting, the way that they were doing it. So there's a lot more action in this particular game.
That first sequence had me, man. I couldn't pass it for like, I had to do it like 6 times. I kept failing.
Yeah, I failed a couple times, but man, yeah, you talked about the art in it, and it seems like an absolute backward step for them. Where something like Borderlands, and even Borderlands is the best looking game yet, but even Walking Dead looks far better than what they've done here. It's strange.
I think they're going for that like oil painting looking. Like it looks kind of like an oil painting. A lot of it looks like it's like just not sharp on the pixels, but also they're doing long episodes. When you play Walking Dead, you play like 1, 2 to 2.5 hour episode, and then it seems like every episode after that gets shorter. But I mean, so far on the Game of Thrones episodes have been pretty long, and they're gonna do 6 episodes. So
Or usually their seasons are 5 episodes, right?
yeah, usually they're 5, but I mean both episodes are like 2.5 hours. I mean that's only two episodes, but
Yeah, that first one I felt dragged on. I think there's some stuff in there they could have left out, but I don't know the Game of Thrones stories, but there is a lot of story in there. There's a lot going on, and for the uninitiated, as myself, it was confusing as fuck. But I did like the start of the second one. I can only hope it gets better. It continues on at least along that level.
What I like about this is that they're making it a real treat for people that actually watch the show or even read the books. Both, I mean, there's more for people that read the books because they actually know about these characters in the Game of Thrones game. People that watch the show may not know about these people because they haven't been in the show, particularly the house that you're playing as hasn't been announced in the show or talked about a lot. But it's a good treat for people that are into the series, man, and it's great. It's fun. I feel like for some reason the choices in this game are much harder than the choices I had to make in either The Wolf Among Us or The Walking Dead. I feel like every choice I make is a wrong choice that I'm going to regret making that choice regardless of what the choice is. I mean, it could be like agreeing with somebody and you're like, fuck, why did I even do that? Why did I fucking not just do this other shit? And it's hard.
The way they've written it is that as soon as you make a decision, they do something displays on the screen, or a character that you've made the decision on looks at you, and you do question whether you've made the right decision or not. Personally, I don't care if they all die, then so be it. But you certainly do second guess yourself.
yeah, well, you know what? When it comes to Game of Thrones, you say you're not too familiar with the story. Game of Thrones, it seems like all the choices are always bad. There's always some bad consequences for everything, almost everything in the show. And as far as like you say, like, oh, maybe you could have cut some stuff out. That's just typical Game of Thrones. There's always like stuff you're like, oh, this dragged on a little far. But if you like the show, you're probably going into the game thinking that's kind of what you're looking for.
It is.
Yeah.
That's why I say it is a treat for the people that are actually, invested into the show a little bit or watched at least in one of the seasons. You would like it. You would appreciate it. They're doing a good job with it, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Everybody. I mean, I wish I could talk more about the decisions and the shit that happened, but I don't want to ruin it for people who have not played it yet. It's hard to not talk about it like that, but we have to not talk about it.
I had something to say about it, but I've never watched a single Game of Thrones episode or played the game. So
it's being very vague. That me and you were talking about. There was a part of the game where you make a decision to do something or not do something, and I chose not to do it, and things were quite differently than you chose to do it. Because when I chose not to do it, somebody came in right after it, and in my mind I was like, oh, I just dodged that bullet. I would have been busted. And then, when you did it, you just did it, and things turned out way differently. Like you had a bunch of story that I didn't even get because I chose not to do it. So
yeah, we were talking about this in the chat, and I was surprised when you told me that you didn't get the decisions that I had to make, because those decisions, I mean, I feel like now that the story that you play and the story that I play is going to be completely different just based off of that one decision that I made differently from you. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that's right, man. And the whole time I'm thinking like, oh, fuck, dude. If I make this decision and I get caught, then I'm like, things are going to be bad for me. And I don't want it to be bad. Whenever I play games, I make a lot of the good choices because I don't want things to be more difficult on me. So I decided not to do it, and actually it would have been better if I decided to do it, because I would have had some extra shit to it.
Yeah, I've played the games in a very similar way, but in this occasion, because I know nothing about Game of Thrones, I just choose all the bad options, and it's quite interesting playing it as a heel person or bad person. My biggest gripe with all Telltale games is that no matter what decision you make, it doesn't affect the end result. And you will come to the same result at the end of it. Like The Walking Dead, the only real changes at the end was how many people went away with you. But it sounds like, from what you and Jesus have talked about, is that there does seem to be different scenarios that play out depending on your decisions.
So, are you in this game able to explore the world of Game of Thrones at all? Like, can you control your character and walk around and look at stuff and
You
that kind of
can.
thing?
You can, but you're
No.
like you're just like The Walking Dead. You're like in this predetermined little area for that scene or whatever. It's like a movie. It's like you're watching an episode on TV, man. You're just in that little area for that moment and make decisions there.
So it's more or
Yeah.
less just a game where you're making choices to see the outcome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more of just a story. More just watching a story and
It's really for the people that are invested into Game of Thrones already. That's who they made this game for. Because you want to know the story. You want to know what's going to happen next.
Are you controlling your character at all?
not really, not
No,
most
I
of
mean,
it. No.
there's some. I mean, there's like I said in this new episode, there was like a fight sequence in the beginning, maybe about a few minutes long. But I mean, it was a pretty hard fight sequence. It's a lot of button prompts and shit you got to press.
Oh yeah, I fucked up so many times because it's like X. You're like hitting X, and then it's like then it shows you to swipe right or left, and you're just waiting for the next A, B, or X.
Yeah, and
button.
then it makes you move the thumbstick to like the middle of the thing and hit the right trigger, and it's like fuck, you're hitting all these buttons. It gets pretty hard.
Yeah, I thought that was actually quite difficult. In the second episode, I failed that a bunch.
I did too, man. I started the show and I started the freaking game, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I had to retry like 6 times. I wanted to give up on it. It was hard.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's not. Yeah, it's reaction timing
Yeah.
stuff. It's quite different from how you would normally play a game. And I mean, this is an adventure game. It's not an open world game or anything like that. It's just a straight out text adventure game with pictures. And as you say, it's more like a TV show. And I guess if you're invested in the Game of Thrones, you probably will enjoy this more than someone who's not. But I do hope that, from what you're saying there, that the decisions that you are making make you go down a different path. I mean, the end result's always going to be the end result, but it'd be nice to see different ways to get there.
And for as far as Telltale goes, Brink doesn't like to watch the movie or whatever you call it. I think Brink, you would actually like the Borderlands one though, because there's a lot of Easter eggs in there and a lot of characters and different items. You'd be like, oh, that's cool, that's really cool, and it's actually a pretty good
chests
story.
with loot?
No, there's no loot. It's more like it's basically an animated show that you're kind of just navigating, I would say. But in Borderlands, you're a smart ass guy who looks like you're playing a guy and a girl, and basically I felt way more comfortable making bad decisions in that one because you're just a smart ass. You want to say the fucked up decisions. You're not trying to be nice about it, But even though you don't like Telltale, I think you would still like the Borderlands one. I mean, there's a lot of cool shit in there.
I mean, honestly, it's either I'm in the mood to play a game or I'm in the mood to watch a show. I don't feel like there's really any room in between to do both, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, I totally get that. And what I like about Telltale is it's a 2-hour commitment, so you can play might be busting your ass playing a game and just thinking, oh, I kind of need a break, or I might get bored of this, or it just might run itself into the ground. I just, you go play a Telltale game. It's like you put in 2 hours to play an episode and you're done. And I like that. I kind of like that model. It doesn't disrupt anything, but
I still struggle calling it a game. I think it's an interactive story. I don't classify it as a game at all.
yeah, it is. That's
Interactive
true.
movie, basically.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Telltale going this route now of making you make decisions as multiple characters? In The Walking Dead, we started off as just being Lee, and as Lee, you made the decisions. You made every decision as Lee. And The Wolf Among Us, you made every decision as the Wolf. But now they're adding like different perspectives to the game. So like, oh, you make the decision with this guy, it could affect the other guy that you're playing as. Which character? I mean, do you guys think that's a good way for them to go about it? In the Game of Thrones, you're making decisions as like 5 different people. You literally are making decisions for like 5 different characters, and it's like, wow, it's all gonna affect it at the end.
Game
What do
of
you guys think
Thrones, it
about
makes
that?
sense. Game of Thrones
Yeah.
makes total sense because if you were just with one character in one castle or one area say you were like in King's Landing, one character. I mean, that would get boring pretty quick. I mean, Game of Thrones, you have to throw it around because that's how the story is. That's how the show is. You just kind of back and forth. Borderlands is 2 characters. It kind of makes sense because it's telling 2 sides of a story, and then they kind of meet up. This is going off one episode. You're playing, the one side from the chick, and how that meets up, and then you're playing you're playing the one side from the dude, how it meets up in the middle, and then it's kind of going from there. But I guess I could have gone with either character. Game of Thrones, I think you do need all the characters.
Game of Thrones would be dead boring if it was one character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm just wondering if they're gonna go forward with other games that they make like this, and just decide to say, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna make it multiple characters from now on, to keep it more interesting, to keep it more, just interesting for the gamer as a person, make decisions for multiple people.
Well, they are working on something like a new IP, I believe, right? They're trying to come up with something original.
Like, you mean like their own shit, like their own kind of...
Yeah, that's what they said. They were working on their own property.
Nice.
So it must cost them a lot on licensing to do this Game of Thrones stuff and Walking Dead, and they've done Back to the Future as well. They must lose a lot of money through licensing. So now that they have a reputation, maybe they can make some good money out of doing their own style story.
Yeah, I mean, even like Jurassic Park, I played through Jurassic Park, and that was a long story. It was like for the 5 episodes, it took me like 12 hours or something. Episodes are pretty long. There was more game back then. I mean, even Walking Dead, the first episodes there was a lot more gameplay in there. But I don't like that shit. I don't like walking around looking for batteries. I gotta say though,
if you like stories, like making decisions, like in a movie, you're making decisions for the story, I recommend buying the Telltale Game Collection. If you haven't played these games, most of you have, but if you haven't, just pay the $110 or whatever it is for the whole collection on the Xbox One or the PS4 and buy this shit now, because you'll have fucking days of stories. You'll be binging this shit. You will be binge gaming on this shit, making decisions like crazy.
Is the Jurassic Park game, is that last gen?
Yeah.
Okay, is that's something I might be able to get into, because Jurassic Park is the shit.
Yeah, I love Jurassic Park. I like that one.
Wasn't it good?
I played it on PS3. It was on a flash sale for 99 cents for all 5 episodes, and I fucking played all of them.
Is it connected to the movies?
It's not with characters, no, but they are at the park, and it's basically Telltale in Jurassic Park. I'm trying to remember. No, it's a lot different. There was no like characters recognizable, I don't think. It was just a new group of people going in, and
I think I'm gonna have to check that out.
I liked it, but I know a lot of people thought it was shit. So it has to depend on how much you like Jurassic Park, I think.
I liked it enough to go see the 3D release like a year or 2 back.
Yeah, me too. I did.
It was awesome.
What Telltale has going for them at this point with all these games is that they have big target audiences when they brand their shit with The Walking Dead or, for example, Game of Thrones. People that never played a Telltale game that just like The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones will go and buy this shit. Like, I mean, they have these games on iPhones, and I know there's people that play this shit on iPhone that would never pick up an Xbox controller or a PS4 controller or any console controller for that matter, or even own a console, but they will play these games on their phone because it's a branded game. I mean, you search Game of Thrones on your phone, the thing will pop up.
Yeah, actually, that's a good game for a phone, man. That's actually the perfect game for a phone.
Yeah. And I haven't played it on. I know they have it on iOS, The Walking Dead, and Game of Thrones, and The Wolf Among Us, and I know that Back to the Future, I think it's exclusive on there and on PC as well. But I'm pretty sure it's exclusive on the phone, like iPhone.
When I was playing, I played Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 1 on my phone. I downloaded it just to check it out because it's free. And the kind of neat thing about it was instead of walking over to there's a little instead of walking over to and clicking something, you just click on it on the touch screen, and the character will walk over there itself. And then, in that case, it was a bathroom stall. There's like 3 stalls you can look in to see there's some items in there. I click on the one stall, and the character just walks over and looks in there, rather than having to walk over there and look. It was actually very well made for a phone.
Yep, and I mean, they probably make a ton of money off the phone versions because I don't think on the phone versions there's season passes that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I think it's a straight $5. But you know, there's always sales on Android games,
Yeah.
and they give you the first episode for free.
Not Game of Thrones. I searched up Game of Thrones on the iPhone, and it is $4.99.
Oh yeah, probably after the whole season's out.
Yeah,
they'll
they'll
give
probably.
away. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, you guys want to talk about what you guys been playing?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So I've been playing a bunch of Battlefield. I guess the recent beta, kind of made me realize just how much I love Battlefield 4. So I've been playing a ton of that. Today I thought it'd be a good idea to do a Let's Play of Halo 2 on Legendary. It wasn't a good idea. I don't know if you remember just how fucking hard that game is on Legendary, but games have changed. And I streamed for 2 hours, and I got halfway through the very first mission.
That's what we want, man. That's what we want to see.
Damn.
That's a
It is
50-hour Halo.
insane. If I had hair, I would have been pulling it out.
That's old school gaming right there for you, man.
Oh my god, yeah, it's intense. Those elites, they take tons of damage and dish out even more, and it's hardcore. I've been playing Dying Light. I'm still loving that game, despite what Jesus said. He said after a week I would say fuck this game, but I still love it.
But
So
you
fuck
also
you, Jesus.
did say no matter how bad you hated it, you would automatically say how much you loved it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking you're just bullshitting right now.
No, Jesus, I honestly, I feel in my heart that you would like this game. I do.
Wait, man, I hate micromanaging shit in gaming, like scavenging for shit and like have to repair your weapon and build blah blah blah.
It's all
The
about
only
how you
game-
play it, dude.
The only game that I kind of sort of liked that was Dead Rising 3, but that's because I was just fucking around building double fucking blade chainsaws and shit.
You're not
Dying Light is very similar. Dying Light's very similar to Dead Rising 3. It's just much more on the serious side of it, whereas Dead Rising 3 is just a piss take everywhere.
In Dying Light, it'll say repair your weapon, hold Y now. So it's not like you have to go in there your inventory and fix your weapons.
Yeah, it's a lot better in that respect.
That game is like what you make of it. I mean, you can play it so many different ways depending on what kind of mood you're in. And that's why I like it so much. If I'm in the mood for stealth, I'll play stealth. If I'm in the mood to just kill the hell out of zombies, that's what I'll do. You know, like there's so many ways to go about it, and it just feels vast. And like I'm 50% through the campaign right now. I've been doing a bunch of side missions. I've spent God knows how much time just like setting traps and exploring and that kind of stuff. And I don't know. It's just it is definitely worth the $60. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Other than that's about it as far as what I've played.
Nice.
I got a question for you guys. Okay, this is a real question. So this game, is this type of game that I'm gonna pick up? Let's say I could pick it up in 8 months from now on a sale. Is it a game that I'm gonna get into and I'm gonna be like, fuck, I should have played this game when the co-op was more active and shit? Or is it a game that I can play by myself and still enjoy it as much as
It's a
co-op?
It's a completely different game depending on whether you're playing co-op or not.
So that's why I'm asking you, because I mean, Dead Island, I picked it up like maybe 2 years after it came out. I just bought it like randomly, or rented it or something like that, and I put it in, and I was like, this is the most boring garbage shit I've ever played in my life. Why am I even?
I felt the exact same way.
What?
I
Why?
hate it.
Why? Because the co-op wasn't there, or what? What is it?
No, like it just from start to finish, or not to finish because I only played 2 hours of it, but the game just did not hook me at all. I could not get into it. I'm not even big on zombies, to be honest with you. I think zombies are overdone, and it's funny because Dying Light actually starts in a very similar way to Dead Island. You start in like a tower/hotel type of deal, and you're searching bags and it's almost the same damn beginning now that I think about it, but something about the game just hooked me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was the right game at the right time. But when you're by yourself, it's definitely much more tense. you're trying to pick locks and you hear zombies coming up behind you, and you're at nighttime. My nighttime is much more scary. When you're playing co-op, you kind of feel like a badass, and inevitably you all end up just killing thousands of zombies, basically.
Yeah.
But it's a blast. You're grappling hooking everywhere and running around. And
Do you think that's a problem with video games nowadays, where they focus a lot on co-op and making games that are really fun in co-op? That when the game kind of just dies off, after a couple months or whatever, they're not really worth going back to because you don't have as much fun without the co-op.
You don't need co-op in Dying Light at all.
So you're saying that you have more fun playing by yourself than you do co-op?
I personally like solo play a little better, only because I love to just search everything and go in my inventory and build stuff and throw away stuff. And in co-op, it's kind of hard to do that. You have to climb up on a building so you don't get messed up because you can't pause to go in your inventory. But co-op is fun. It's fun to get in and just have a fun time rather than move the story forward.
It is much more immersive when you're playing by yourself, by a long shot. But it's fun to do both. It really is. It's funny you mention that, because already when the game first came out, I was seeing little notifications that would pop up and say, there are 84 games in this area. Go to online to join one of them. And now it'll be like, there are 2 games in this area. So it's already dying.
Dying Light.
People have very short attention spans nowadays. They want something new and fast.
Yeah. I mean, Evolve, I think, is going to suffer from this big time. Evolve, everybody's giving it really great reviews. It's getting good reviews, man. Everything you see is like 8s, 9s even. From all accounts, the game is fun, but I'm pretty sure the game will die off pretty fast here. Battlefield is coming in less than 30 days now.
Do we have numbers yet for how Evolve is sold?
We could probably Google that and find it. But
I think I was kind of wrong, because I predicted it would sell about 8 copies. But I've been seeing some chatter about it. I think it sold reasonably well, not great, but I think it sold okay.
Right now, there's no multiplayer, like new stuff out. That's why I think people are like, they want some multiplayer. They want something new. They want some multiplayer to play. They want something fresh. So I think a lot of people are getting Evolve. But if you can't team up, yes. I've heard, I haven't really played it. I watched my roommate play for about 10 minutes, and I was kind of bored just watching him try to chase the monster for about 10 minutes. But my thing is, what I'm hearing a lot is, if you're not working with people, then it's not really going to work out.
Exactly. I hear that game is magic when you have a group of people to play with, and if not, it's just terrible.
I mean, like I said, I played in the beta in this game, and when I played there was a few teams that I had, where we were like just on point, man. We were all doing the shit we were supposed to be doing. The medic was reviving people. The support guy was fucking doing his support shit. The trapper was actually trapping the monster in a certain area for everybody to take him down, and the other guy was just shooting the shit out of him. It works great, but I don't know, dude. I just think this game, I don't see games like this.
So, did you play as the monster?
Yeah, I did. I played one match as the monster.
Isn't the game fun, though? Is it fun? Is it exciting? Is it new? Does it feel fresh?
As the monster, you're kind of scared because, you start off as this little weak level 1 monster, and you're like, fuck, like, I have to run away from these guys. These guys are going to fucking kill me if they find me right away. So you're kind of hiding in the shadows, and it'll kind of tell you, like, okay, the hunters are over here. You can kind of see them or hear them. And so you have to be careful. You have to kill these animals and eat the animals to basically get more strength and become like a level 2 monster or level 3 monster. And there's perks you can upgrade, like you can breathe fire, you can fucking take more damage, all this shit. And it gets pretty intense, but once like there was a match that I played as a monster, and I became a level 3 monster right away. Like, I was hiding from these guys, and I was just eating the shit out of these little animals. I came out there and I fucked them all up because I just rushed them. Like, they were not expecting me to come out of the shadows like I did, and I fucked them all up. And they lost pretty bad, but it was just because I got the chance to hide and do all that. Now that they released the game with over $100 worth of DLC that you can buy, there's probably a lot of people that are out there just fucking super powerful. And monsters are like level 10, and hunters that are level 10 or whatever the fuck.
I mean, like we talked about last week, there's supposedly 20 or 30 hours of grinding you would have to do to catch up to the people who pre-ordered it. So I couldn't even imagine, just buying it off the shelf and then having to deal with that. Like these people who are just powerful as fuck, and you just feel like an ant getting stepped on. Like that can't be that much
I'm looking
fun.
at this shit. I'm looking at an article right now that says there's 136 plus dollars worth of DLC. If you were to go out and buy every DLC for this fucking game, you'd be spending $136. That's twice the cost of the game and then some. What the fuck is wrong with developers these days? $136 of DLC is a lot of fucking money, dude. And a lot of it is just skins and basically skins.
To me, this sounds like a free-to-play microtransaction game, except you make all those transactions up front.
Yeah.
It's like,
you really do. It's like you pre-order the game and you get this for free.
Pre-order microtransactions, that's the fucking future.
Exactly. That's
EA
the future
is
of gaming,
looking at
man.
this guys like, you guys are fucking geniuses, Take
Yes.
Two. Like, you guys figured this shit out for us.
EA will make you pre-order the fucking online pass again.
Oh, God.
You guys want to play online? Pre-order this shit and you can play online. That's what they're gonna start doing. And I mean, you guys want to play?
Battlefield 5
Yeah.
Premium for $300.
But if you pre-order it, you get that shit for free. That's what they'll probably start doing nowadays. It's just like saying, oh, if you pre-order the game, you get the DLC for free. But if you don't pre-order the DLC, you got to pay this much for it. It sucks. Because, I mean, people that did not pre-order Evolve and like they're hearing all this good shit about it right now want to go out and buy it, you're fucking screwed, dude. You're going to be out there playing like these level 20 guys or fucking level 10 monsters, and they're gonna, like fucking Godzilla's going to be fucking you up. And you ain't going to be able to do shit about it because you didn't pay. You didn't pay for the fucking DLC.
When Evolve is $15 in like 2 months, when I pick it up, once it hits that price point, is it just going to be dead? Is there any solo play to it at all?
No.
Or is it just 100%?
No, there is no solo play. I mean,
and this game was $60.
When in the beta there was a few matches where I got in and there was no players as the hunters. So like the hunter would just be like some AI that was running around with me, and like if somebody jumped into the match, they would just take over that character. Or if you died, you could switch over to that character and play as that character until that person died, and then switch back to the other one if the person was back alive. But the AI is pretty fucking stupid to hunt down the monster. Like legitimately, they just run towards the monster, and they'll stand there and they'll look at the monster like, oh, where is he? And like, oh, there he is, and then they'll start shooting at him, and they're so stupid. It's stupid.
You know what? In regards to AI, I know this is off topic now, but the Halo 2 AI is miles ahead of any AI we have now, man.
Yeah.
They will flank you. You can't hit them with grenades because as soon as you throw a grenade, they will dive 15 feet away from the grenade. Like, it's insane. There'll be a group of them. They'll be having a little meeting talking about like how they're about to rape you and stuff. And you'll think you have the jump on them. You'll throw a grenade at them. They'll just spread. Each of them diving 15 feet away. I'm sorry. That game left an impact on me, man. It's been a long time since I played that hard of a game. Like it blew my mind how hard it was.
Hey, the AI in Rage, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? They like dive out of the way and roll out of the way and stuff.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
That game's awesome.
That game was awesome, but everyone hated it, I felt.
That game is highly underrated.
Plus it looked like almost like a current gen game on 360.
It did. It was gorgeous. That's definitely a contender for the best game on last gen. Best looking game.
That was one of those games that dropped down to like $10 in like a month.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. Hey, what'd you play, KingofZed?
What did I play?
Every game on the Xbox One.
Yeah, what didn't I play? That's what he's trying to think.
That'd be a shorter list.
Yeah, well, I've mostly played a game that you Americans know nothing about called Bradman Cricket. It's pretty much what I've been playing most
What
of
do
the
you
week.
mean, you Americans?
What do you mean, you people?
I didn't say you people, I said you Americans. Because that's what you are. You are all Americans, and none of you.
Just throw us
none of you.
all into a
Yeah,
bucket here. I
fucking
see.
mashup of Americans. You think we're all the
Okay.
same or something?
Yeah, I do. I know definitely you three definitely know nothing about cricket. I know Tragic does because he follows New Zealand sport for some reason. He's a weird cat.
It's gonna be tragic. It's awesome like that.
He would follow fucking
Tragic
New
knows
Zealand
everything
sports.
about everything. It's insane.
Yeah. But that's and I know a member of the community did post that the games are available in the US now, and I don't think anyone in the US will probably buy it unless they actually play the game themselves. But that's pretty much what I've been playing this week. It's a sports sim. It's not an action sports or anything like that. This is a pure sim, and it's very realistic. It's very well done. It's an old gen game. It was first released on 360 2013, I think, and I've ported it over, and it's been done very well. It's got a good career mode. And it captures the frustrations of playing the game quite nicely. There hasn't been a cricket game made in a long time because there's no market for it, basically.
Was it a full price game?
Yes.
There should be like Cricket 2K, like you want like a Cricket 2K15.
I feel like cricket would be so much more successful if it didn't have the name cricket.
Hearing
the name cricket just turns me off. Why can't it be just like Ass Blaster 4000 or something like that?
That would sell. That definitely would sell.
Yeah.
Not on Xbox Live though. Might be on Steam.
Or yeah.
But, I mean, this is definitely not a game for everybody. It's if you don't know a lot about cricket, then you probably won't be overly interested in this game. And I've been surprised at how many people actually just watch me play it when I twitch it and I'll stream it.
Because nobody knows what cricket is, dude. We want to know what it is.
Yeah.
So we're like, what is this guy streaming? What is this cricket things he's talking about?
You know, I don't know who they are, but they just watch me play, and the numbers don't really go down or up, but they just watch, like they're watching a game of cricket and watch me play cricket. It's fucking weird. I love Test cricket. And this gets into stuff that you're not going to know a lot about, but cricket has various versions of the game. There's a T20 version of the game where it's 20 overs. You go out there and you try and get as many runs as you can. Both teams, so there's two teams obviously, and you try and get the most runs. And then there's a one-day version which is 50 overs, and then there's 4 days and 5 days of the game. And that's the stuff that I like. I like Test match cricket. It's 5 days, and you have. I could watch that stuff all day. And this version of the game has that. It's hard to explain to make it even sound interesting, because on the face of it, cricket sounds very boring. It is very boring if you don't like it.
It's like baseball?
It's kind of like baseball, but longer.
Baseball's better?
No, baseball's not better. Baseball's horrible.
How does it look? Does it look like a current gen game?
It looks pretty good. I understand it looked pretty good on 360 as well, but you know, it's.
So this game came out on 360 the last year, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Sometime last year or the year before.
Why did it take so long to come to the Xbox One and the PS4?
Because it was released on old gen. These guys probably don't have a big budget, so they wouldn't have. It's a niche market.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia on this, and it says the reception. It says IGN gave this game a 6.8, but New Zealand Gamer gave it a 7.9, and another website gave it an 8.7, calling it the best cricket game of this generation, because I think it's the only cricket game of this generation.
Of Xbox One generation?
Yeah, well, that's what they said. They gave it 8.7.
Yeah, if it's on Xbox One, this is the only cricket game of this generation. There was other cricket games on Xbox 360, but they were dreadful. This is the best sports sim that I've played in a long time, and it's probably going to do very well over in the subcontinent, over in India and places like that. because those guys live and bleed this game. This is their livelihood over there. But yeah, this is not a game that everyone's going to enjoy. That's for damn sure. That's mostly what I've been playing.
So, is that like a vertical sound bar behind you?
That thing?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, it's my surround sound. There's 4 of them.
No shit.
Yeah. There's a sound bar by the TV.
What was that thing, like 3.5 feet tall? 4 feet tall?
Yeah, but the thing is only it's got stand, so the top part of it, basically that part there that you can see from there where my hand is somewhere.
Does it have like neon lights?
No, it doesn't.
Maybe it's just for some
Just
reason it
the light
looks like it has
reflecting,
like purple neon lights or something going
It's
up.
just the light reflecting off it.
Why are you laughing, man? You don't like badass surround sound?
Why would Rob be having purple neon lights on
I don't
his
know.
shit?
Rob is gangster, man. There's
If I had
Rob is
neon
one of those
lights-
guys who might surprise you. You know,
That's true. That is very true.
he's like 007 or something. You
He's a
never
secret
know.
agent for New Zealand. I think he's like the only guy in their Secret Service over there.
Yeah.
And
New
their
Zealand
spy
Secret
network.
Service.
New Zealand Secret Service and their spy network. I think Rob is the only guy in it.
I can see Rob on an airplane with some sunglasses,
Yeah.
just kind of like chilling, like just observing.
Yeah.
The quality of your sound system can make or break your gaming experience. So
That's why.
I'm kind of jealous of his 4 foot tall pylon surround sound system. Do you have a
That's why
subwoofer
I
too?
game with the
Yes,
headset.
so. Do what?
Yeah, but I wore my headset a lot today, and I noticed that it feels like it's crushing the top of my head. It's like after I wear it for 30 minutes, it feels like the top of my head. There's 50 pounds of weight just smashing down on it, and I don't even know how that happens. But I don't know, maybe it's my glasses, but it's just so uncomfortable.
It's your glasses, dude. You gotta get LASIK or contacts.
Yeah, I need some. And I'm gonna start a Kickstarter. Just send me $8,000 so I can get LASIK.
These Astros right here, these
what you
things
gotta do.
are pretty damn comfortable on the top.
Stop fucking showing off your
Yeah,
ass.
yeah, dude.
Asshole.
Only.
Fucking
I
dick.
bet you got
Look
those
at my
for $8.
Astros.
I've got those with like 6 coupons for $8.
No, I bought them. I
On the
bought them
website.
I bought them refurb though off of Amazon because they were on sale for like $200, and the mic did never work, but it was already. And it's like they told me I can send it back. They'll send me another pair, and I was just too fucking lazy to deal with it.
Damn.
I wanted them more for sound, not for chat, anyways.
Man, I feel like no matter which combination of headset adapter and headset or earbuds I try, no matter what I do, I get crackling in my game audio. And I've
Yeah, I get
tried
that too.
disconnecting and reconnecting my controller. I've tried everything. I thought maybe the latest update would fix it, but it didn't. It drives me crazy to the point where I'd rather just have the sound coming out of my TV.
Mm.
It could
Yeah,
be
seems-
a lot of interference with your Wi-Fi adapters and shit. I know that the Wi-Fi fucks with
No, it's
headsets
not.
that are wireless.
Yeah, it could be, I guess, but man, yeah, it's quite bad. I don't.
It is Wi-Fi Direct, the connection, isn't it? I don't even know what that means, really. I know that's what it's called, though.
Yeah.
But I would like to find out what interferes with that so I can fix it, because the shit drives me crazy.
Have you got any other devices in the vicinity? Have you got a? Sorry, answer that one first. Yeah. Have you got any other devices in the vicinity?
No, nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you
it
have a
happens,
direct?
whether I have my laptop on or off. I mean, I don't have a microwave going right next to it or anything like that. I mean, I got my cell phone, but if that affects it, then that's ridiculous.
Have you got a direct line of sight to the Xbox between the Xbox and the
Yes,
headset?
I'm about 8 to 10 feet away, and there's no obstructions.
Yeah, I see.
Maybe it's my Xbox. I don't know. Maybe I got a
No,
defective Xbox.
I have the exact same problem. I have a lot of static and crackling at times when I'm playing, and it doesn't really bother me because I'm playing cricket. It doesn't really matter.
This sounds like a support call to like Microsoft.
I mean, oddly enough, okay, let's say I'm playing Battlefield and there's a loud explosion, it will actually disconnect my controller for a split second. It'll
Yeah,
say
I
your
get that.
controller disconnected, and then will automatically reconnect. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I get that from loud explosions, and then it disconnects and says, you're no longer playing this game, or whatever it says, and it means to get killed or something.
What the
It's
hell?
kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I think it's the update. I think that the update's done something to the controller, because a lot of people have
The
complained
update
about problems.
fucked up my controller, man. I updated my fucking controller, right? And I was like, plug in your fucking headset, make sure it's firmly attached. So I plug my shit in, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna update this right now, because I'm gonna play Titanfall after this. So I plug in my Titanfall controller in this motherfucker. Got my headset plugged in. It's updating, and it's like, sorry, an error has occurred. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna re-update it again. And it updates. It says everything's working fine. I take it off the wire, and it's connected to the Xbox because the home button is on. And the home button works. So I press the home button to go back to the home screen. But as soon as I press any other button, they don't work. The bumpers, the triggers, the A button, B, X, Y, the thumbsticks don't work. It fucked up my controller.
Like,
And I try to re-update
with everything?
it. Yeah, like
Permanently fucked up.
it does not work. My controller
You
does
should
not
send that shit in, dude.
fucking work.
You should send that in.
And then I updated my other controller. My other controller works just fine, but my Titanfall controller has just completely stopped fucking working. And I tried to re-update it. Like I was like, okay, maybe I'll take out the batteries, turn this shit off, turn it back on, resync it. I tried all that, dude. It doesn't. When I try to update it again, it says the controller is up to date. So
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It's fucking stupid, dude.
You should definitely just spike it on the floor as hard as you can.
I was really close to doing that. I mean, I hope they release an update that'll fix it, but I don't even know if it's a problem that happens to everybody or just happened to me because I happen to be the lucky one. I don't know.
I think issues with the updates are pretty prevalent lately.
Yeah.
I've been seeing lots of stuff on it.
Yeah.
I just wonder what goes through the testing stage. How these things get released so broken. I mean,
I
know
think
we're
the people
we're
in the beta are the testing stage. I don't think they even test these fucking things.
No, they do. These are testing unit that goes on well before they get to this stage. That's just bad business if they don't. But I just wonder how this. Okay, I go back to Assassin's Creed. How did they manage to release Unity so broken? Microsoft are releasing patches that just break 20 other things to fix one thing. What's going on in this gaming world at the moment where they're releasing such broken things all the time? Is it what's driving it?
And will it
just
get
money?
even worse?
Yeah, I think it will get worse because they come to the point where they've easily now have just been able to patch everything to fix it. That's the digital future. That's the path that they have paved for themselves since the 360 is they've allowed themselves to patch games. So now their developers rely so heavily on patching games that I don't think they even care about finishing them.
And it's worth it to them to deal with all the backlash and all the hate.
Yeah, because they already made the money. They already got your money before you even notice that the game is broken. They have your money in their pockets, in their bank account. That money has already been transferred to them. They do not give a fuck.
And then they say,
if you're going to write a bad email to them, who cares?
We'll just announce this other new game that'll get their minds completely off of it.
Yeah.
We'll have them pre-ordering, and tomorrow.
We'll tell them that we'll give them half the game if they pre-order.
Yeah.
And if they don't pre-order, they don't get half the game.
Pre-order now and bypass 150 hours worth of grinding. And just own everybody.
That's what Destiny should have done for Hook. Hook would have pre-ordered that shit.
I don't know, man. I think he'd still be playing.
How badly would
Poor Hook. It's been
Sorry,
months
Scott.
since I've seen him playing anything but.
Yeah,
I love you,
I just
Hook,
wonder-
but come on, damn it. I want to play something with you, and all you play is Destiny.
I just wonder how bad he would rage if Destiny come out with a new patch and say, you no longer have to grind for 3 hours. We'll put you straight to level 32, and it happens on the day that he
Oh
gets to
my
level
God,
32.
yeah.
He'd
No,
break everything.
No, because he'd be like, I did it the legit way. Like, I'm special.
But nobody would know because they'd be like, oh, nobody's going to get like special treatment. It's just
Yeah,
everybody's
but
level
he'd like
32.
change his bio on his profile and stuff. Next
He would write like fucking messages to every other 32 player on Destiny like, yeah, I actually got mine the legit way, you bitch. You fucking noob. That's what Hook would do.
Hook's awesome, man.
Is
He's forever. Like I was doing the raid with him in Destiny KingofZed, and I don't know if you've done it, but the first part is the lamps. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When it was, I was playing with Hunter, and we were just with a group of randoms, and I was if you crouch, you can go invisible. So I'm just working my way to the end of the lamps, and they're all dead and just watching me. And he's like, "Okay, guys, you see Brink? If Brink makes it to the end, you guys have to log on to our Facebook group and listen to the Horrible Gamers podcast." Like, that's awesome.
And right now he's listening to this thinking, did I really say that? I don't remember that.
he probably doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember. He's fun to play with because you'll be thinking, can I do that? And Hook will just go do it and die. I can't do that.
While you think about it, he'll just be like a mile ahead of you, just jumping off the cliff or whatever. And like, oh shit, he's doing it.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit.
So you just learn how not to play the game by playing with him. It's good.
Every successful team needs a fella like Hook. So
Needs that trial and error guy.
yeah,
Everybody needs a Hook.
Hook is he's out giving the Hook. That's
We
all.
miss you, Hook. The show's different without you, man. We miss you.
And
It's fine.
Tragic. We need Tragic too.
Hey guys, I got it
Tragic, I know
covered.
you're watching us and you pretend like you're
I got
not.
it covered.
Fucking get online right now.
Tragic's why you're playing Battlefield watching us right now. Like,
You
fuck
get
these
online
guys.
right now, Tragic.
Like, fuck these guys. Let me put my settings to offline real quick and go play some Battlefield.
Well, as much as you need someone like Hook, you need someone like Tragic to bail you out of the shit because he's usually pretty good at whatever you're playing, and you're in the shit. He comes along and kills everyone. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks, man. You're good.
Tragic is pretty good at that shit. Anyways, guys, let's talk EA. EA
Hold
has
up.
canceled. What? You want to talk about Nintendo?
Yeah, I want to talk about what I was playing just real quick. We'll go over quick since they're both.
Oh yeah, there's that arms guy.
Oh, this is-
So I've been playing a lot of Rogue Legacy since I was free on PS4, and Rogue Legacy is fucking awesome.
What the fuck is Rogue Legacy, dude? Nobody cares.
Yeah, dude, it's fun. You start off as a character, okay? You go into the castle.
Okay.
The castle is randomly generated, so every time you go in there, it's different.
Are you wearing glass slippers?
No.
Are
You
you?
go in there and you collect it. You basically kill things and collect as much coins as you can until you die. And when you die, you have a choice of choosing between three characters, like three of their heirs. So they all have different abilities. One of them might be colorblind, so obviously all the colors are disabled. And then you might have a nearsighted guy or a farsighted guy where either it'd be kind of blurry right around your character or blurry on the outside. The game's awesome because you level up your guy and all your abilities and shit. And when you go back in the castle, whatever money you have left after you've bought whatever you want gets taken. It costs all your money to go in the castle, so you want to try to spend as much as you can before you go back in. And then you go in, you kind of survive for as long as you want, and it doesn't take a lot of time, man. If you're
What is the point of this game?
minutes, you're doing really good.
What's the point of this game?
The point is, you're just going, dude. I'm not really into the whole like 8-bit or old school graphic games, but this one is actually fun. Like you're just going in there trying to survive as long
you're
as you want,
going in there to
finding secrets, finding cool shit. It's all random, man. Sometimes it's so random that sometimes you might go into a castle and there's like enemies trapped in a wall because you kind of boxed them off.
It sounds boring.
Dude, it's fun. It's actually a lot of fun. And I'm not usually into these style games, but I could turn it on. I got it. It's cross save with my Vita, so I could turn my Vita on and then play, or
That's pretty
turn my
cool.
PS4 on and play. It's all kind of linked in, and yeah, I'm not gonna get into it because it's kind of it's been out for a couple of months now, but it's actually a lot of fun. And then, now I'm all leveled up to where I'm going in the castles, and I have a lot more attack and shit. So I'm getting further. I'm killing enemies with one strike instead of 3 or 4. It's not an easy game.
Wait, you're playing this on PlayStation?
PS4, yeah, and Vita.
Wow, something new released on PlayStation. I didn't know that.
It's not really new. It's been out for a couple months.
Oh, that's what I mean. Something's actually released on the console. All I ever hear about is there's nothing to play on PlayStation.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
IAMS will now
understand.
accept the award.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying though. You're joking, right? Because I'm confused.
What?
You're saying is
God, dude. Anyways, let's talk EA. EA has now canceled Shadow Realms, as come from multiple unnamed sources, speaking to Game Informer, but it's now been confirmed by BioWare. Yeah, the game is canceled.
cut it.
What was this game?
Shadow Realms. I'm not sure what the fuck Shadow Realms was.
It sounds shadowy.
Yeah, it was another
Tell me.
4v1 multiplayer only game from EA.
They probably looked at Evolve and were like, "Fuck that shit. We're not going down there."
Oh wait, yeah. Wasn't this like Diablo style type of game?
All I know is they had those really, really fucking cool teasers. Really cool teasers.
Yeah.
It made it look like extremely awesome, but had nothing to do with the game. I don't. What's the big deal of this 4v1 thing that's just spiking out of nowhere?
They're trying to think of something new that is exciting, but it's really not.
Evolve is like the first. They're kind of out there throwing this big. They're like the first big game. I think that it's like a make it or break it for this 4v1 type of shit. But from the looks of it, I don't think we're ready for this type of game. Not this gen.
I just don't think the V1. I don't think that part is what.
Yeah, I think that's what throws
it's what-
people off because nobody
Yeah,
wants to be that. Nobody wants to be the one guy that's against everybody else and like fuck.
No, I
Unless it
mean
was
there
awesome.
there are select few people who get off on that, but the majority they're like, hell no, man. I want my buddies next to me,
Yeah.
like in
Shooting
the shit.
Yeah, you guys are all shooting the shit.
Because I don't know about you guys, but when I'm that one guy, I'm getting just destroyed, and it's not even fun.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's why I'm horrible. That's why we're the horrible. Never mind. You know what they're thinking
We get
when
it.
they come up with these new ideas? The only thing that's going through their head.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck you and your sound effects.
Don't be jealous about badass sound effects, man. Come on.
According to the BioWare team, they're focused on enhancing Dragon Age Inquisition, and also focused on working on the next Mass Effect game, and another new IP. They said another big focus is, however, Star Wars: The Old Republic, that online game, whatever that people play. They're gonna include
That
some.
online game or whatever.
Yeah, they're gonna
that
they're gonna
people
release
play.
some a new expansion called the Shadow of Rivon. Are they
The
gonna?
Shadow of what?
They released it last year. Revon. It's not spelled like Raven. It's spelled Rivon.
Raven, but if you're badass, it's Raven.
Yeah, it's spelled backwards. Anyways, this expansion was released late last year, but they're gonna focus on improving it to make it super better and worth it for you. Yeah.
I can't wait for a Mass Effect, just a teaser or
Oh
something.
my god,
Oh,
dude,
dude.
we're gonna get it.
I
We
just
E3.
want it, man.
I
E3.
want to know what it's about. That's all I want to know is like what's going. And it better have a customizable character because that's what I think is fun about Mass Effect.
But
Have you guys seen that?
part-
Bethesda has announced that they're gonna have their own like big fucking press conference at E3.
Fallout 4, baby.
That's their first. I mean, it's gotta be something big.
It is gonna be huge. It is gonna be. I think. I'm assuming they're gonna announce Fallout 4. Everybody's expecting this. Everybody's probably expecting maybe a new Elder Scrolls or something about the Elder
Nah,
Scrolls
because
Online.
they just
Some
did
kind of
Elder
info.
Scrolls Online.
Well, some kind of info on the Elder Scrolls Online, how they're making it better, more stable,
Do you know
better
how
for
disappointing?
consoles.
Do you know how utterly disappointing that'll be?
And then I hope that they announce Dishonored too, man. I just hope that they like throw like a teaser out there of Dishonored.
I'm down for that.
That'd be
Oh,
that'd be
yeah.
a fucking cool game.
I want Fallout
Yeah.
4 way more than that, but I will still be happy.
Dishonored,
something-
man. Like
Something
yeah,
cool.
like something fucking cool, man. Something different.
I am
They-
praying. Oh God, please, please, please let it be Brink 2.
Oh, shut up, dude.
I want Brink 2, man.
Dude, that game, oh my god,
That
what
game
was it
failed.
delayed for like 3 years?
That game was so fast on the bin at GameStop was so fast, like $10, like 3 days after release. I bought
It
that
was-
game for like $12.
It was cool and it was interesting, but it just failed so hard. So
I mean,
hard.
if I bought the game for $12, like 3 days after release, it released at $60. This shit has some problems. It was like the most broken game at the
What
time.
was wrong with that game?
Everything was so broken. The online was completely broken on it. You couldn't connect to matches. It didn't work.
See, I didn't have that issue.
It was broken.
For me, it was something else.
Brink?
It just didn't. It didn't have a lasting appeal, but it was working.
I think it was a name.
The name, I think it was just like how they had a little bit of missions. That was a big thing.
I think it was just because it was one of those games that was just all multiplayer. The people, playing multiplayer, it stresses your body. You can't do it constantly. You need to have a good balance there between multiplayer and single player.
Maybe. You don't need no single player in
There's
Battlefield.
people that play Call of Duty.
Bullshit. I love Battlefield single player.
There's people that play Battlefield multiplayer all day long. There's people that play fucking all these games like Titanfall. Titanfall was successful, dude.
They're young. They're young people, man. When's the last time you met an older fella who does nothing but play online games? He can't because that shit stresses him out, dude.
Hook.
Yeah, but Destiny, you're playing it by yourself a lot, and it's not PvP, it's PvE.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Hook isn't playing the Crucible for 12 hours straight. If he did, he'd be throat punching people,
He'd be
dude.
killing people. I think he'd go on a shooting rampage or something.
He'd be throat punching his neighbors and shit, folding clothes.
Here's the problem with Brink, specifically that game.
Oh, fuck you too, bro.
They put out that amazing trailer with the cool CGI. They show guys running up walls, doing all these cool ass tricks. And when you got the game, your jump was like so small, man. It was like a step up a staircase, like one step. Like it was a little jump.
Couldn't you work your way up though?
I don't know. It just didn't work. It was not as cool as they made it look. I mean that teaser they put out was amazing, man. It looked like a Pixar movie.
You know, Destiny did the same thing. They did this whole live action trailer thing, and it's deceiving. And you think the game, oh my god, the game is going to be incredible. And you go to play it, and it's just it can't even compare to the trailer they released.
I don't know. I thought Destiny was pretty amazing for the first 30 hours. 30 hours in that game, I thought it was amazing for
fucking 350 hours, dude. But
it compared.
I can say I got my money's worth, but it could just be it has so much potential and it just didn't reach it. It's sad.
Continuing the EA train, EA Mobile is suffering layoffs. An undisclosed number of people have been laid off from EA's Montreal division.
Have you guys played anything EA Mobile?
No.
Have you played the Madden or played Need for Speed?
Who the fuck plays these games? Who plays these fucking
What? I play Need for Speed.
Need for Speed Mobile?
You don't Need for Speed?
I
They
need
need to get
to
rid of this rival shit and come out with a new underground game. But other than that,
I mean, I don't know, dude.
I only found out 5 seconds ago that they had a mobile division.
Yeah,
No
they
idea.
Figuring out that they're laying off a lot of their employees. I mean, it sucks.
they laid off their 3 employees.
They laid off-
in the mobile division.
They laid off 2 of the 3 people that work in the division.
And I bet you that 2 of them didn't even know they were in that division.
Like, what the fuck?
The one dude's like, I got this, guys. Don't trip. I got this.
No, the one dude left has been on permanent vacation. He has no idea what this fucking
Oh, shit. Anyways, guys, continuing the EA news, EA is adding another game to the EA Access Vaults. This is EA Access is that vault shit where you pay $30 for a year, and you get to play like these games that they put in there for free, as long as your subscription is current. The new game they are adding is what game? I don't know.
NBA Live?
NBA Live 15.
Yeah, NBA Live.
I hope it's 15. Crikey. 14 is fucking bad.
They've recently, last month or 2 months ago, they added what's the game? UFC. Didn't they add that in December?
Did anyone try that?
I downloaded it, but I have not tried. I mean, I rented the game once and I played it, and it was horrible. I didn't like it, dude. I did not like the game.
Yeah, I played it for 5 minutes and it was fucking horrible.
It was hard.
Really?
It was fucking hard.
It was terrible.
It was just a horrible control scheme. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was like, what is this horrible fucking game?
I've been to in-law dinners that are more interesting than that crap. God.
I will say when they first announced this EA Pass or whatever the hell it's called, that I was like, man, I need this. Like it's I need this, but will it be worth my while? But I held out and used my willpower, and now, however many months later, I'm glad I didn't get it. I'm not upset at all. I don't feel like I'm missing
Mm.
out at all.
Well,
It's
I
been-
mean, I
it's
have
been disappointing.
Battlefield.
That's all that I got out of it. It's Battlefield.
Didn't you already
and,
have Battlefield, Jesus?
Yeah, but I got rid of Battlefield for more money than EA Access was worth, so I
So
didn't.
you sold Battlefield to GameStop or something like that?
Yeah, I got like a trade-in value of like
So
$30
you
or
made
something.
like $2, something like that.
Yeah, dude, but I mean, but now I game share, so the person who I'm game sharing with, which is my brother, he doesn't have to have Battlefield.
Hell, they announced that. What EA games have come out that, besides Dragon Age, that you're excited to play a week early?
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
You know when Mass Effect comes out, they're gonna have early access, and
Okay.
that's just gonna
I'll-
everybody's gonna
Yeah.
subscribe for this, and that'll be the week. That'll be the week that EA Access goes to like $60 a year.
I'll pay it too. If I can play Mass Effect a week early.
You will pay.
Until then, though, nothing.
You will pay the $60 to play this shit a week early. You will.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's right.
I can't let you be a higher level than me, Mass Effect.
That's right. I will be a level fucking 30, whatever the fuck, for
Oh
3
my
days.
god. Yeah. I don't even want to get into Mass Effect. It's just there's too much possibility and excitement there.
Anyways, guys, big news. The PS4 is now the best-selling console once again. It outsold the Xbox One in January, turning the tides.
Yay!
Guys, the Xbox One did outsell the PS4 from November, December, but the PS4 has gained the throne again. Yeah. Also, EA has teased now that Titanfall 2 will not be Xbox exclusive. This means it is coming to other fucking platforms like PS4.
Yeah, and
That's good,
the
man.
word on the street is it'll actually be an entire game. Woo!
I mean, that's good. That's good for them. It's good to see them actually have enough money to make it for more than one platform. Yeah.
It's just disappointing though. I feel like they kind of held back when it wasn't exclusive because they knew. I mean, maybe I'm just being sinister, but I feel like because they knew that it would go multi-platform. But whatever. It is what it is. I hope it's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of us will be playing Titanfall 2 when it comes out. If you're not playing Titanfall 2, then I don't know what the fuck you're going to be doing.
I'll be playing cricket.
Or playing the new Killzone that supposedly might be announced soon on PlayStation.
There's a new Killzone?
Apparently, they released a screenshot teaser. It just showed like a Hellgas mask, the red eyes and shit. And then it said, the text said, coming soon, I think. Or, yeah, something like that. Anyways, there's speculation that a new Killzone's going to be announced.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy ass, E3 and Game Developers Conference. That's all I know.
Yes.
It needs to be. They need to put some life back into the gaming world because it's
Yeah,
been kind of disappointing. I see
Gear-
there's a
new
new
Gears.
Yeah, I fully expect a new Gears and there'll be something about Mass Effect. I see there's a new Final Fantasy being announced. I don't know if anyone's into Final Fantasy here, but the last couple have been pretty disappointing, and I don't know. I don't know that they can make that game well anymore.
Who knows?
We need new IPs. I hope they have some really interesting new IPs. As excited as I am about a new Gears and Halo and Mass Effect and all that shit, something brand new would be cool too.
That's the problem, though. I feel like we expect so much from games that developers are afraid to make a new IP because a new IP means something new. It means people don't trust it as much. Look at Evolve. Evolve's a brand new IP. It's a new thing. We've seen this company make games like Left 4 Dead before, where this co-op shit is fun. But they introduced this new mechanic, 4 versus 1. They introduced this game, and everybody's like shitting on it. And recently, though, the reviews came out. Good thing they came out after the game release, and they're looking pretty good. But we're still thinking this game is not going to be the hot shit in a few months here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new IP, but they're also trying this new formula that's not necessarily.
So you want a new IP of like a Call of Duty game? Is that what
No,
you're
I
trying
want
to
a
say?
new. I want like a new badass action RPG style game. Something real deep and interesting, and that I can sink a lot of time into and just be in love with. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I mean, to each their own.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, Hello Games, the company working on No Man's Sky, wants you to know that they're announcing that the racing game Joe Danger is coming to Android very, very soon, and it's coming with full controller support. So if you have one of those like weird phone controller clip things that you put on your controller, then you go ahead and use that because it will be supported.
Yeah, use it. Do
You
it.
paid $100 for that shit or whatever the fuck they cost. They're pretty fucking expensive.
Has it been such a bad news week that we're talking about fucking Android games?
We are. Very bad news week.
Oh.
Daybreak Games, formerly Sony Online Entertainment, is making layoffs. Of course, we all knew this was going to happen. Daybreak Games, which is Sony Online Entertainment, which was recently sold to an investment firm, Columbus Nova, has announced layoffs at its San Diego and Austin studios. Yeah. Sucks
Okay.
for those people. They're getting fired. I would hate to work as a game developer, dude. Your job is not secure for shit. If the game that you're working on fails, you are fucked.
It's a
You
tough
are going to
industry.
lose your job. That is a fucking tough industry to be in. So all the people out there saying that, yeah, bro, I want to make games as a living, you need to fucking rethink that fucking strategy, bro. Unless you're a genius that's going to make these amazing fucking games, don't go into that fucking career.
Yep, you know what? That's one of those things that's all about who you know. Because otherwise you're screwed. You can't make it. You gotta be on the inside. You gotta be tight.
Yeah, you gotta
Your
know those people.
your stepbrother better be the CEO of some company or you're done. Just the way it goes.
Yeah, dude,
I thought about it. I'm like, I want to develop games, but then I thought about it. I'm like, no, I'll spend all this money learning how to do this shit, and then I'll be screwed unless you want to go indie, and then you're battling up against millions of other, up-and-coming indie developers, and it's tough. It's a tough market. The video game industry is just skyrocketing, and it's going to be a battle if you want to succeed.
I mean, who was the last big indie developer to make it huge?
I don't even know. Have any of them made it huge, per se? I mean, some of them have made it.
Mojang.
Yeah.
He's done alright for himself.
But that guy's a fucking genius, dude. I mean, he literally is a fucking genius. This guy,
Well, yeah,
his
but he was still
IQ, it's like the IQ of a fucking genius. That's right. The guy
That's
knows
it.
what the fuck he's doing. You cannot be a normal person and go into the gaming industry thinking you're gonna make this amazing fucking game and just think
I bet you if you asked him, and I'm sure he's answered this question somewhere because I remember hearing the answer to it, is that when he made Minecraft, did he ever think it was going to become this phenom? I mean, I'm sure that he was making a cheap ass game for his kids to play or something. And
Yeah.
it kind of became its own thing.
Pretty sure that's what it was. He was trying to make it for his kids to be entertained or some shit.
I mean, Telltale are probably were they an indie developer back when they were doing the Back to the Futures and stuff? They've done
Not
alright
sure.
for themselves. They
Yeah.
don't have anyone. They don't have anyone backing them for their releases, do they? They have a publisher on them. I don't think. But it's yeah. What you're saying, it's very hard to make it in this industry, unless you've got someone bankrolling you.
You have those select few games that just get real popular. I mean, what's the game on 360? It's a black and white platforming third-person game, Limbo.
Yeah, that
Limbo
game
game.
became
The game is huge.
Yeah, it still is.
Have they made anything since then, though? I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't think so.
There's a lot of those little types of games that are around. There's Never Alone, I think, is one. There's a few really cool little games, and I just can't think of their names at the moment. I'm looking them up as I try and fumble my words. Valiant Hearts is another really simple game but fun.
That's Ubisoft.
Yeah, well, they backed it. The developer previously had it made, I think. Never Alone was the game I was thinking of. And these games don't really seem to get much of a crack at things because they don't have the big publishing bill behind them. And they are good games.
There's also a lot of people who just, look past it because it's a smaller game, shorter game.
Anyways, guys, we just got something posted, really important.
What?
Sales. A lot of fucking sales this week. Oh, fuck. Microsoft is going insane.
What? They have sales? I mean, I saw Geometry Wars on sale, but...
Well, these are the offers coming up for this week. Weekend offers. Halo Master Chief Collection for this weekend, I think. It starts this weekend or next weekend, maybe. Halo Master Chief Collection looks like it's going to be 60% off.
For real? 60%?
Yeah,
No,
Killer
it's
Instinct
$20.
Collection.
Dude,
It's going to be
give me some money back.
40% off. Shadow of Mordor Season Pass will be 40% off. And Walking Dead Season 1 and 2 will be 60% off. That's only for gold members. For silver members, it's 25%, 32%, and 50%. But anyways, we got other big games. We got Alien Isolation will be 60% off. The Season Pass will be 60% off. Advanced Warfare will be 60% off. Or
no,
33% off. Season Pass or the Digital Pro Edition will be 25% off. The Crew is 33% off. The Gold Edition is the same. Destiny is 33% off. Fantasia is 50% off. Forza Motorsport 5 is 40% off. Lara Croft, The Temple of Osiris, and the Season Pass is 60% off. Shadow of Mordor, the game, is 40% off. Telltale Games Collection, the one I was talking about earlier, is like $100. It'll be 50% off. Watch Dogs, 50% off or 60% off.
Watch Dogs is awesome.
Yeah, great fucking game. That's actually one of my favorite games of last year. I really enjoyed that game.
It's alright.
A lot of sales, man. A lot of sales. I'm looking at Cheap Ass Gamer because Andrew, I believe Andrew posted this in our group. And I'm looking at the link. And yeah, I mean, they have a lot of fucking sales.
That shit's exciting, dude. Because I've been waiting for that to drop because I want to play it.
Alien?
Yeah.
I got it when it was like $24.
I feel like... What?
It's hard.
That's like 60% off, dude.
Yeah, Black Friday.
Okay.
So I got it for like $19.
Was it worth $24?
I think the game is awesome. It's just really fucking hard, man. It's not trying to let you beat the game. You're gonna have to work for it.
Like on normal, it's that hard?
Normal was super hard. I dropped to the easy. Super hard. I dropped to the casual. Sort of hard.
Damn.
Also, for the ultimate deals, they have Sniper Elite 3 will be 75% off. NBA Live 15 will be 75% off. And Lords of the Fallen will be 75% off.
Remember we were trying to play multiplayer and we could find like 6 people to join?
That's horrible, dude.
That one map where it was just like you're just sniping each other and you can't cross the middle of the map. That was fucking cool, man. It was
a cool idea, but only if there was a lot more people playing that game. Only if. But yeah, we're not sure. Oh, it looks here like the Ultimate Game Sale will be from the 18th of February to the 24th. It's an ad that somebody posted on Twitter, basically, and yeah, I mean, they took it down right away because I don't think it was supposed to be announced so soon. But somebody screen capped it and somebody took down all the information from it, and it looks legit, man. It looks like a real Microsoft thing. Who knows if they'll change these prices? But for the Xbox One, looks like there's a lot of sales coming up.
There's some cool flash sale going on right now on PS4 as well, but I'm not sure when that ends. It might end by the time people hear this.
So yeah, keep your eyes out if you're looking for any of the games that I mentioned, or go to our Facebook group and find that link that Andrew posted, and it has a lot of information on this big sale that Microsoft's about to come out with. Save your money, guys.
Yes, sir. Save it. I mean, that Telltale thing, you said that was 50% off?
That's $50 for like
$55 for, fuck, dude,
how
so
many games? Like 6 games?
And
7
a lot
games?
of them some of them you're getting the season pass as well for episodes that aren't out.
Yeah, you're getting all the fucking episodes, so it's like quite a bit of shit, dude. It's a very good deal. I mean, like that Alien game is gonna be 60 fucking % off, dude. That's fucking so cheap.
It's worth it, dude. If you want to play that, if you want a survival horror game, it's not really gonna be that easy. It's gonna, it's gonna be a little rough, but it's a pretty good one. There's not a lot to it. I mean, me and Rob talked about it before. The ship is kind of small. You're just kind of going from one area to the next, so it's more of an in the moment game rather than what's actually going on, because it's not that big of a story. It's just kind of like an in the moment survival horror intense game.
I mean, the Halo, the Master Chief Collection, that's gonna be 60% off, dude. We're gonna see a lot of people playing it. Hopefully, a lot more people playing it.
That's a damn good deal. That's a hell of a lot of gaming. I mean, I'm not disappointed I spent $60 on it. It's such an awesome collection of games and content.
I'm not either, because it's the only way I would have played Halo 1, and I actually liked Halo 1 as simple as it was. It was nice to play something like just simple. It was just, it was Halo, but the first version of it was kind of nice, and that made me, excited to play the rest of the series, one game at a time over.
Yeah. You get in those gaming slumps where you just don't feel like playing anything, and you're like, man, should I go on a walk? And if you play,
should I go outside?
Like, playing a Halo game, it's a great palate cleanser. That's what I use it for. It works every time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Hell yeah, son.
I don't like going outside. I get sunburned instantly.
Yeah, it's scary out there, man. There's like fast-moving objects and like things are loud. I don't like it.
I know everything's in like 60 frames. It's crazy.
At least
1080p all day.
Everything's 3D and shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's like sensory overload.
Gives me a headache, dude. Everything being in 3D, it just hurts my eyes.
Everything's in 3D, man. It's like, you gotta adjust to like the frame rate.
The sun is like Frostbite 5.
Oh shit.
Intense,
Frostbite 5.
I mean, I can't even fucking look at it straight because it hurts my eyes. It's like, fuck. Anyways, guys, game release dates on the 17th. We're going to get Dead or Alive 5, Last Round, on the PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and the One. And, Pillar on the PS4 the same day. You're also going to get on the 20th, the big game this month, The Order 1886, available on PS4 exclusively.
I'm a little jealous.
Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, the game that I've really been waiting for this year, only available on the Wii U.
What?
I think that Kirby one looks cool. I think that was the game where if you pre-ordered it at Toys R Us, you got a free amiibo.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I'm gonna stream as much as I can of The Order. I'm gonna play it on the hardest difficult.
Hopefully that game streams well. Hopefully it doesn't look too shitty on the stream, because I know Twitch has that problem where like sometimes streams look like shit.
I think half of it is it streams at 30 frames per second, and if a game's 60 frames per second, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
But also, I think it depends on your speed watching it and the speed of the person streaming it, their internet speed.
Yeah.
Because if I have some choppy internet and I'm trying to stream it, it's probably not going to look great.
Yeah. And it streams at 720p.
But you know what? I think the streaming content sometimes looks better than the actual content. Sometimes I'm looking at like something streaming, like if I make a clip of something and I'm watching the clip, I'm like, fuck, it didn't look this good on my TV when I was playing it.
Yeah. That happens a lot.
I hope The Order lives up to the
2
years worth of hype that it's been building.
It's not, man. It's gonna be like 6 to 8 hours.
I already seen that Walmart has broken street date in some areas. They actually have sold game to people. So, yeah, I mean, if you could go out and find a store that just has it on the shelf and you want to buy it, just ask them, hey, can I have that game? Then most chances are the person working at the electronics sections in the store does not know when the fuck the game release, especially in a Walmart.
Yeah,
They'd be
well,
like,
usually the boxes say like a big old thing on it. It says "Do not open before street date, February 20th."
yeah, sometimes they have those, but I've seen some stores that don't have it, so you might be able to buy this game before it comes out and beat it.
About Dead or Alive, you guys played that Dead or Alive 5?
No,
I was
what
wondering.
is this last round? Is like
It's
a
just
remake?
all of it, everything,
Oh.
all the DLC and stuff.
Interesting.
I have.
But yeah, that's all I
What's
have
happening
for
there?
you guys.
Was something.
What?
What?
What's going on? Did we all just start tripping acid or what?
I thought I was tripping the fuck out. I'm like, damn, this is some good shit.
This is
What the fuck am I drinking?
man.
My computer's all glitchy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
can
what's
tell,
next?
bro.
Well, you can tell.
That's all I have for news. That's all I have for games.
We do have
Follow us.
a question.
Oh, well, we have a question. Let's go to the
We have
question.
a question/statement like, hey, let me know what you think about this type of thing.
Go ahead.
And I'm scrolling to it now. Okay. Here goes. It's from Brandon Lloyd. He says, I have a first world problem. I have too many games and I'm trying to clear my backlog and a baby in April. I've started beating my oldest X1 games first, beat Dead Rising and Battlefield 4 campaign a year after buying them. Finished Diablo 3-2 on hardcore. Now I've gone back to Tomb Raider and forgot how good it is. I'm trying to not buy new games till I clear a lot of my backlog. I've skipped Dying Light and Far Cry 4 so far. May get them on sale cheaply in the future, preferably digital. My statement is that when too many games come out, sometimes we forget to finish some real good games. I need to finish Tomb Raider and Wolfenstein, Dragon Age, and plenty more. Life's tough.
Good luck finishing one of those games. You probably finish Wolfenstein. Probably Tomb Raider. I doubt you'll finish Dragon Age. Yeah, man.
Just
I
take
mean,
your
it's
time.
hard
Yeah.
as gamers. You know, I know this for a fact that I have such a big backlog of games that I buy new ones and I don't even touch the like Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm literally like in the first two missions of the game still. Like where you meet Michael or something like that. I'm literally that far into the game and I'm like, fuck, I want to beat this game, but I can't. Every time I get in there, I just end up fucking around and just doing stupid shit. Dragon Age, the same thing. I'm literally like in the first 20 minutes of it or an hour of it. Plenty of other games I'm like that. In Metro, I'm stuck halfway through one of them. Yeah. Just games come out, man. And Shadow of Mordor, I'm still in the beginning of that game. A lot of these games I play and I never even fucking beat them. I just get like a quarter of the way in, halfway in, and I move on to the next thing, and it's hard. Having a kid will definitely impact the time you get to game.
Well,
Yeah,
here's what you do. Before that baby's born in April, because once April hits, you're stuck, man. Just tell your old lady you got to go out of
You won't be
town
able to
for
stay
work.
up late. You won't be able to
just
stay
tell her
up
you got to
late.
go out of town for work. Just rent a local hotel, one with the internet, Wi-Fi. Bring your Xbox with you, and then just game the shit out of that till April, man. It'll be worth it.
Yeah, man, and pick the oldest game first and get that taken care of, and then go in order because the newest game is going to be the longest before it's outdated. So if you think you're going to be a while cleaning up that backlog, that's the way I do it.
Yeah, just take your time. I mean, I've got, I think, just counted 27 games that I've got to go back and play at some point, and I don't have the.
That's so many
the thing.
games I'd probably quit gaming. I had that big of a
It'd be too
backlog.
stressful.
You know what? Fuck it.
First
I'm
world
done.
problems.
I'm done.
Oh
You
man.
just work your way through it. I mean, I cherry pick, and I'll go through periods where at the moment I'm enjoying Saints Row, and so I play the crap out of that, and then next week it might be Tomb Raider, and and I might go back to a Telltale game, and I still have to go back and play Wolfenstein because it is a fun game. But yeah, it's something to go back to.
It's funny that he mentioned going back and realizing how good Tomb Raider was, because I actually did that same thing this week. I think I was just watching a YouTube video and Tomb Raider was playing in the background, and I was like, that looks fun. And then went back and played it, and hell, I mean, that game still looks as good, if not better, than any game that has come out since then. And the gameplay itself, it's so much fun. That game is so good. I can't wait for the next one. That, as much as I love Mass Effect and stuff, I feel like that could be the game. That could be the game to play.
That is
next
the game.
year, this year.
Is the game.
I wish they had an achievement in Tomb Raider for finishing it just with the bow and arrow, because that bow and arrow is so much fun to play with.
I can't believe they don't have a achievement for finishing it on hard, because I started a hard playthrough. I'm like 3/4 of the way through now, and I was all excited to get the achievement, and then I looked it up, and there is not an achievement for completing it on hard.
That's true. You know what I really like about Tomb Raider, the first one, is the first time you pick up the first gun. You kill that one dude, you get the first gun, and your aiming is off. It's really hard to aim. Like, you're trying to aim, you're like, well, this aiming sucks. But it's no, because you're not used to having guns in your hand.
It's because you're a fucking noob.
Yeah, and then you get that iconic Tomb Raider experience at the very end of the game. You know, what she's doing is like the iconic, you know...
The way they develop the character in that game, I think...
The vision... Yeah.
Sorry,
Great.
we're losing Sean a bit. But the way they develop Lara through that game, whereas at the beginning she's that real feeble, unable to take care of herself type person, and by the way you see her grow through that game, and we forget the Band-Aid technology in the game is fantastic.
That Band-Aid
man, throwback.
You cannot knock down that Band-Aid technology.
Man, by the end of it, you're shooting napalm arrows, you're shooting rope arrows and pulling people off the edges of cliffs, you're freaking throwing dirt in their eyes and stabbing them through the head with arrows and shit. Like, you're a one bad chick.
I'm going to play it again right now.
You're literally running around trying to find people to kill, whereas the first time you kill someone, she's stressed out about it and she thinks about it for ages afterwards. By the end of the game, you just can't find enough people to kill.
When you get that rocket launcher or the grenade launcher, you're just like, I'm like... words.
I think I'll be playing that next week.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, guys, I think that's all we have.
That's all you have.
That's all I have. That's
I
all
got
have.
tons, bro.
I'm trying to get the fuck out of here already. Shit, man. Anyways, find us on Facebook, Horrible Gamers Podcast. Gamers is spelled with the Z at the end. Find us on iTunes. Find us on your favorite podcast player. Find us at www.horriblegamerspodcast.podbean.com. That's where you find like a list of all of our shows, or most of them actually. Also, join our group, join our community, come play with us. We have quite a bit of people in it, but I mean, a lot of them don't play together, but we're trying to get everybody to play together. And yeah, just a cool place to go and post shit about gaming. It is a close group, so you know your family, your friends that don't game can't make fun of you for being a nerd, for being into video games and posting about video games all the time. Yeah, if you want to make a dummy account, make one and come join it. I mean, some people do it. Brink did it. He doesn't like Facebook. He did it for the podcast. Tragic did it too. Come do it. Anyways.
Don't forget to plug Drake.
Also, go visit this Xbox Live podcast. They're a great group of guys. We actually all started our show because we all kind of met in their community. And, yeah, we would all game together. Basically, is how it all happened. Go visit those guys. They're on iTunes. They're on everything. I'm sure they're on everything. Or their website, thisxboxlife.com. Anyways, guys, I'm JesusWalksalot. Find me on Xbox. Goodbye.
I'm theycallmeiams. You can find me on everything. And by the way, like Mark Cox, who runs TXL, for the most part, I'm running Rob, but he was trying to help us on this Google Hangouts thing we were trying to do. We sent him like 150 invites, but none of them ever went through. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, he was totally down to try to help us figure out something because the Skype thing wasn't working. But yeah, thanks, man. My computer's probably gonna drop me out any second. Later.
All right. I'm BrinkofEternity, and it's spelled the way it sounds. Look for us on Facebook. Look for us on YouTube. We're trying to get videos on there, pretty much every day. Just new stuff that's hopefully interesting. And yeah, that's basically it. Don't be afraid to contact us. We want to know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, that kind of thing. So please, give us some feedback.
Yeah, tell us we suck, whatever it is.
That's fine. We expect that. KingofZed on Facebook, and actually, I'm not KingofZed on Facebook. KingofZed on Xbox Live and whatnot. We will see you out there somewhere doing something unuseful.
Yeah, and also I learned something.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. I learned something new. Waffle Mark from the UK. Remember that guy I told you guys? He messaged me a few weeks ago telling me he listened to the show, whatever. He says the reason his gamer tag has waffle in it, it's not anything to do with Kung Fu or anything like that. He said it's because he was in the Royal Navy. And it stands for wet and fucking useless. That's what WAFU stands for in the UK.
That's good to know.
Very interesting information. Thank you, Mark.
Thank
for
you.
listening.
Thank you
Learn
very
something
much.
every day.
That's right.
All right, guys.
Roll that fucking music now.
Hello?
Hey, was my thing super glitchy?
Did the outro play for you guys? Because I didn't hear a damn thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I did play.
Okay, well, I'm probably going to have to merge it in, or Rob, or whoever does it, because on my end, it did not play.
Was mine all super glitchy, my voice?
A couple times.
Because on this end, it was like clockwork.
All right,
on
hold
the
on.
minute, every minute, it was just like.
I better, stop the broadcast.
Yeah.